Michael, I mean, you've been all around the bigs, every bigs, football, baseball, basketball, everything. Have you ever seen a story like LeBron?
Oh, no, no, not at all. I mean, one young man that seemingly can upstage and overshadow everything else going on, Andy, not just in this league, the NBA, but in all of professional and amateur sports. I don't think anything that we can think of has matched it in this type of capacity ever. No.
I think everyone goes back and forth. Some days you wake up and you say, LeBron's staying. Some days you think he's leaving. How do you juggle that, and what goes through your mind when you think about LeBron?
Well, Andy, I decided that I'm going to maintain and stay true to what I believed. I always felt that he was going to stay here and use the unfinished business situation of wanting to follow through on what he believed would be an opportunity to win a championship Now, has the pendulum swung since they got eliminated by Boston? Sure. Yeah. Is there a chance that he could take it on out? But Andy, in the end, I think he's going to decide that right here is the best place for him for a lot of different reasons. Now, could be wrong, but I'm going to stick with it.
He's going to take the first week of July, maybe a little bit longer, to tour other cities. I think it's going to be a difficult time for Cavalier fans, Cleveland fans in general. What kind of doctorly advice would you give them?
Put your crash helmet on, buckle up real tight, get ready to ride the roller coaster and go through the ups and downs, and don't overreact when you hear that he was hanging out with the mayors and governors and all the high-priced entertainers and what have you, in all the cities he's going to go to. I still think he's going to realize from a business standpoint and a basketball standpoint that this is the best place for him. I hope I'm right, but there's going to be a lot of anxious moments, to be sure.
Have you ever seen any media story like this? It's where people are just thriving on, it's Twitter, it's Facebook, it's whatever I can get off the radio, it's wherever, and everyone seems to have a different lead, and everyone leads to the same question at the water cooler: what is LeBron going to do? And that need for information has really come out like I've never seen in any story before, ever.
No, and you just said it because of now social media and all that is involved with this particular time. I mean, if you went back in the 70s, Hank Aaron's chase of Babe Ruth, that was sports related, of course, and all that went with it. But again, Andy, there wasn't the worldwide, let's have it now, gathering of information that went on with it, as you pointed out. So now, I don't think anything can compare to this, and that's why Cavalier fans just got to kind of ride this baby out, because there's going to be some tough days once July 1st hits.
Let's talk a little bit about Mike Brown and Danny Ferry, now no longer with the organization, and how that impacts LeBron and how the perception of LeBron is changed should he stay here.
That's a great point. Andy, something went afoul in the Cavaliers series with Boston, and there were some signs of it before, but there was a discord and a disconnect with Mike Brown, and not just with LeBron, but I think with other veteran members of the Cavaliers. It's unfortunate. I like Mike Brown. I liked the foundation he put down here, the philosophies he maintained. Did he have his shortcomings like we all do? Yes. I kind of felt, though, that this squad kind of did him wrong. That's my opinion. This playing roster kind of, not only tuned him out, but set him up to be the fall guy for it, which coaches usually are. But I think there should be a lot of soul searching and looking in the mirrors from the Cavaliers playing roster with regard to not having a head coach and thereby maybe some of the reasons that the general manager decided to not enter into a new contract as well.
I always think it's interesting when I listen to your show, the perspective of that being a guy that worked for Dan Gilbert and how you take things and you see this franchise through those eyes.
Andy, I've been nothing but positive about Dan Gilbert for the first 5 years of his reign. So, and because that's what I believe in my heart. He's done a tremendous job here in terms of what he's tried to accomplish. He's come in very aggressively. For the first time, Andy, I believe, regardless of my personal situation, that he's going down a very dangerous path here. It's obvious he wanted Mike Brown gone. He got that. He told the general manager that. The general manager obviously was seeing that he didn't have the power anymore. Dan Gilbert's done a fabulous job with Rock Financial and Quicken Loans. He's done a fabulous job with the casino. Hell, he's done a fabulous job with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he's got to be careful. Don't get too involved in the basketball side. That's not your area of expertise. Step back now and let your basketball people make all these decisions. Go try to secure LeBron James. I really feel the best owners lead, Andy. They lead. But if it's not your area of real expertise, and I'm sorry, the NBA is not his area of expertise on a playing roster and with personnel moves. Step back. Don't get involved. It could be very dangerous if he does.